ZeroTenacity, you know, it's going to be amazing. What are you thinking about it, Charlie? What are you thinking going into this one?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. Obviously, we've seen some great performances from both of these teams. I still can't get the huge win versus DNE out of my head from Zero Tenacity. That upset. Everyone was predicting DNE, but Zero Tenacity, they overcame. They won that game quite dominantly, in fact. Obviously, iNation winning their last game against Atlantic as well. We got to watch that. Another great game. So I think the stars have aligned for both these teams. And I think, but obviously, only one of them can be the champions.
Yeah, I think obviously both going to be really happy going into this game. You know, getting grand finals. You know, it's nothing to be unhappy about, and it's going to give them a lot of confidence, especially going into the next season. And I think that's one thing you got to think about. You know, both of these teams, they've guaranteed a spot in that Masters League, and I think it's more about playing for prize, but it's also playing for pride. I think both of these teams are going to want to start the next season really strong, and you know, what a place to do it. You know, in the in the grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, speaking about the grand finals as well, obviously we do have the maps. They are out. It is going to be Nuke the first map, Inferno second, and Mirage as the decider. And something quite interesting to look at. These were the exact maps, just in a slightly different order of the exact last grand final. Obviously, it was iNation versus Endangered, but that became a really close series. And something to point out, that Mirage game, that last grand final was really, really close. Barely anything could separate them. Went into three overtimes. I wonder if we see a similar story in this game.
Yeah, you can never count out any team really. We've seen a lot of overtimes in these playoff games because these teams are just so strong. They're you couldn't really best another. Obviously, you know, in the Atlantic game, it went so many overtimes in that first map. Just iNation kind of clinging on, trying to keep that victory. I think we mentioned it. They had match point maybe like 4 or 5 times in that game in the overtime, but obviously they eventually closed it out. But something to mention here, obviously iNation, we've seen them on Nuke, we've seen them dominate on Nuke, and it's ZeroTenacity's pick. So you got to think, you know, if iNation are able to best them on ZeroTenacity's map pick, what are they going to be thinking when going onto Inferno? Because Inferno is their strongest map by far, and obviously, you know, ZeroTenacity haven't banned it, they haven't gotten rid of it because they do know how deep that map pool is. But yeah, I think, you know, there's a lot to talk about, a lot of speculation, but it's all gonna start now, Charlie. It's all starting from the pistol, and we're gonna be going into it.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. Will we be able to see iNation defend their crown, take 2 seasons of SCL in a row, back to back? But you mentioned it all starts from this pistol round. And Zero Tenacity early on, just one player of utility. That PG50 dropped over to Peanut World. And there you go.
Oh,
That's why Dragon taken down out of the round very early on.
oh, Skipper fighting back though. No silencer on that USB. He's not worried about making noise. Gets a second there. Kyofo will get the trade. Namana able to find Dab as well. And it's just Choiv and Vladen. Oh, Kyofo finding another.
It's just
Strong,
Choiv. No kit on his back here. It'll be really difficult. All these players playing so passively. I say that as Peanut World. He's making the around the world. He's flanking. Choiv. Oh, he has dropped down though, but surely he's never going to expect Peanut World in the 7th position.
It's going to be so tough. And we do have a Namana is aware. We'll be able to get the kill as well. And that's a beautiful first round for ZeroTenacity. What a way to start it.
Yeah, perfect start for them. Will we see the force buy? We've seen a couple of ecos on these second rounds from iNation recently, but they do choose against it. They are going for this force. And it's more of that standard force buy you see. The AWPer mainly playing with that scout again that dropped over, so he's able to play with armor as well. And the remaining players just on those pistols, just on those deagles.
Hopefully we'll be able to see Dragon utilize with the scout. Obviously he does have a little bit of money in the reserve. Going to want to be trying to save up for that. Save up for that AWP, especially on a map like Nuke. We can see the AWP getting utilized so well. But the
Nice
smokes.
tag there on Kyofo. Gonna weaken them up, soften them up. Oh, even more tags coming through. Even more. Look how low some of these players are. Choi, if he gets taken down, doesn't get anything.
Kills are just going the way of ZeroTenacity though. iNation, they can do as much damage as they like, but it's all about those numbers. You know, if you can get out of the round on 10 HP, it doesn't really matter. But we do have Vladen already down on the B side. Going to be a real thorn inside for ZeroTenacity here. Dragon is waiting though. Aware of the possibility of a potential outside push, but they are just going to be sending it down towards lower.
Look at the gun that Vladen's got here. He's the one with that 5.7. Can just spam away. And if these two 10 HP players, they go first, you could think he can get these kills quite cleanly.
I think as well, even if he goes down, you know, he's putting his team in a very winnable round, a 2v3 here. But that smoke is going to be a real problem there. I wonder, is he gonna push through it? Just keeps himself alive for the time being. No contact being made. ZeroTenacity now need to piece together the puzzle that is the positioning of these iNation players. Even more damage. 3 players here. Very low HP. Doesn't matter though. Brute Monster, 3 health. Able to get 1. You mentioned the 5-7 though. Doing absolute brilliance down on that B site. And it's just Vladen.
These 2 players chipped down so low. They could be 2 of the ones to make it out of this round. Obviously, Vladen just sticks around. He might be able to catch them on a retreat. And that's what we're seeing. Namana gets dropped. Kyofo, he's going to be exiting towards ramp. He knows where Vladen is. Wants to survive, but regardless, the round goes the way of ZeroTenacity. Damage is done, and Vladen's able to get away with that Galil and keep his armor into the next round. So damage still can be done on the next.
Yeah, obviously you're going to want to try and utilize that Galil best way possible. Maybe we'll be seeing him play rotation, trying to be as mobile as possible, trying to help the team. But they do just have that Galil and 5-7 invested. I doubt they'll want to do much more. Something that I would like to mention. Obviously, we've seen this roster change from the side of iNation. They brought in Dab, but they've also they've let Choiv kind of switch up his role really, because we do have Dab in game leading now, and I think I wonder what that's going to do to the team dynamic. Whether it'll make a big change for them, or whether they're able to play as well as they have. Obviously, we see Vlad in there finding that early kill onto Simka.
Yeah, that's the only saved weapon. He's the only one who can do any real damage, but that could be a really nice start there for ZeroTenacity. These pistols can get down. Oh, look at them. They're gambling down this B. Just Dragon. He's now one of these only players towards this A site, really.
He's got all the info on that silo player. Stomping around up there. Brute Monster really tempting fate. They are just playing really passively, both teams here, really. Because the iNation side, they don't want to give up those pistols, because we know in those close quarters situations, the pistols can be very viable. Whereas on the side of ZeroTenacity, they can't give away another pick, because this round could go the way of iNation.
You did mention it, though, about how the role change can affect iNation. Obviously, they wouldn't have as much preparation. I mean, Choiv in the interview yesterday, they even mentioned about how preparation coming into this tournament, it hasn't been as extensive as it was in the previous. Obviously, that would be because of the roster change mid-season and everything. But they definitely can't be counted out, that's for sure. They are looking like one of the most dangerous teams in the league.
Something we have seen is we have seen Choiv's individual numbers go up. Obviously, no longer in that kind of in-game leading position. He's kind of been unleashed. In the last couple games, we've seen him very high up the scoreboard. And I think maybe this was the right move for the roster.
But look at the time. There's still a lot of players down here. A couple of kills. Namana, he could get dropped. He's got the bomb on his back.
So dangerous here. Completely open. Vladen going to try and be forcing out. And they've won the round, surely. Stuck towards control. 4 players staying alive there. 3 AKs retrieved on the side of iNation with very limited investment. And this is where the tides are turning, Charlie. This is where ZeroTenacity, they've been humbled. Obviously, they had a lot of investment in that last round, a lot of AKs, and they didn't really have anything to show for it.
Yeah, I think the player you really got to mention, or at least 2 players, Vladen and Dav in that. The call to send all those players down B from Dav was perfect. Also, Vladen getting the early kill, really testing ZeroTenacity, but it's a fast stay here, and they're just pushing through the mollies. And Dav mentioning him, he's getting the first 2 kills of the round. Surely there's nothing ZeroTenacity do. That's it. All 5 alive. 20 seconds, the round's over.
You see that difference? You know, the T-Force buy, they fully invested there, and no kill was able to be gathered. Whereas on the side of iNation, they just had the Galil and a 5-7. They were able to take down everyone, only losing one teammate. So, you know, think about what that's going to do to the money. Obviously, ZeroTenacity, they're just on those clocks. Whereas on the side of iNation, they're fully equipped here. 4 AKs, and they got that AWP on Dragon.
If they win this round cleanly as well, that's when the economy for a lot of the half is going to be really set. It is going to be the silo main push. Troy's going to be tested here.
Oh,
he does get into the process, but it might not matter. That's it. Once again, 5 alive. Vladen's pushing that 10k mark now.
Absolutely crazy stuff. You know, you're not expecting. There was 4 players all rushing Choice there. You're not expecting a player to stay alive. Obviously, he did get dinked, but it doesn't really matter. We mentioned it in one of the rounds earlier. You know, if you survive on 10 HP, doesn't matter how low you got down to. It's all about the kills.
This is where ZeroTenacity can start to break down some of the iNation economy. Start to get some more rounds on the board. Obviously, it is that CT side favored map, and winning that pistol round does give them that early buffer going in, but They've got to be looking at least 5-6 rounds on their T side, really. Oh, Brute Monster, normally known for the AWP ability, but clearly shows how he's just as viable with the rifles.
Still utilizing the one bullet. This time on the AK. But yeah, ZeroTenacity looking really strong here. One thing I would like to mention, very limited utility. Dav able to do a little bit of damage, but nothing substantial as of yet. Vladimir very pushed up towards ramp here. I wonder where the call is. They seem to be going back towards outside. Yeah, they're just going to be setting down another layer of outside smokes.
But this does give iNation time to reposition, get into a stronger one, and fully try to do something. But they've got to be able to at least get some heroics have to come out. They've got to be looking at more than 1 kill on this defense here.
It's just Choiv. Obviously, he does have a lot of util on his back, but only 42 HP. And this is where, obviously, they've got that disadvantaged player. This is where players like Peanut World can just kind of find an avenue into this round, can just sneak up heaven without getting found. But it seems as though it's going to be the A site. Choiv's got all this info and have to be diving up the vent, but instead going towards Secret. There's no defender here, Charlie.
Yeah, they gambled a lot towards the B, and the util they used delayed that push. But it also forced them to go back to A, which is, like you mentioned, they didn't have anyone there. They gambled more towards B, and you've got to think maybe if they put a little less pressure on the utility, it could have come out differently. But the trades, they're finally even now. Will iNation even attempt this?
Yeah, I was just going to mention whether they're going to save. Because, you know, 4v5 post-blind, they're completely swarmed the site. Surely the save's the right call. Yeah, they're just going to be saving. And I really like this from them. Obviously, they've got loads of money in the bag, but, you know, there's no point just throwing away the investment. Might as well keep it into the next round, get that economy going. Because I think regardless of whether they went for it or not, this is a ZeroTenacity round.
Yeah, it was heavily favoured to them, but what that does do is it just really, it does solidify that economy of iNation. Look at it, the player with the lowest money is Dragon. He was on 8k, over 8k at the start of the round. So I do like the save call, like you mentioned. It's a lot safer than just giving away those weapons.
It does, though, allow ZeroTenacity, though, to build their own economy. And that's something that iNation are going to want to kind of put on hold. They want to keep the economy on that T side as low as possible. Because it could, you know, it could get scary here. ZeroTenacity win a couple rounds, iNation lose their money. And that's where ZeroTenacity can take it. Oh, damn. Perfect spray through the smoke there. That's Simka losing his life. Not even seeing the player.
And that's the man advantage that iNation didn't have in the last round. That's what allowed ZeroTenacity to win the last.
They didn't need to gamble any positions. They just needed to kind of... They just can take control now. Oh, Dragon with the double scope. Not taking any chances there. That's Brute Monster getting found.
If that's something you see on Nuke a lot, when the man advantages go the way of the CTs, you do feel very isolated in these positions because there's so many angles. I look at lobby, there's 3 different angles, not including the flank. So you do often feel like you've got to hold every position. The trading's often not as good. And you sort of feel yourself leaning more towards that ramp hit just because it seems like the safer option.
Oh, 100%. You got to expect maybe, you know, maximum you've got 2 enemies there. Whereas anywhere else, it could be completely swarmed. Choiv, though, getting aggressive. Gets the timing on Peanut World. He's going to be disappointed with that. And now it's just a 2 versus 5. What are they even going to do, Charlie? Surely there's no avenue into this round.
Yeah, you mentioned that. The lack of avenue, that ramp push has really stopped that being the opportunity. And they're just going to go A. And surely Dav, he's going to get 2 free kills here.
Oh, very close there. Skipper closed out in the end. But...
Look at that in the whole round. It was only Dav who took any damage, and it was the very last part of the round. Nobody took a single hit of damage until that last second encounter. It just shows that potentially there wasn't the same util being used. There wasn't those picks trying to be obtained or anything. And it seems maybe like they were stuck in lobby too much.
Yeah, I think as well, iNation were really good at kind of taking that structured aggression. We saw it from ramp with Choiv, you know, pushing towards the end, getting that clean kill on Peanut. And we saw it with Dragon towards outside, finding Brute Monster. It's just, I feel like iNation, they're taking the control, but they're doing it very strategically. And as you mentioned, they're not even losing any health for it. They seem to be playing really, really well here. And I think ZeroTenacity are going to have to change up the pace. They might need to do something aggressive here to try and stop iNation's kind of dominance.
It was just a pause called there from ZeroTenacity. Namana trying to discuss things over. They haven't fully decided to invest into this round. They do have 3 rifles, but obviously just that MAC-10 and that tech. Trying to fake down that secret aggression.
Look how fast Vladden is, though. All information gathered. And that's Peanut well getting found. No trade or anything. Dragon able to find Namana. Simka getting super aggressive here, but gets saved. Yeah, still sending it down towards B. They do have 2 defenders there. This is where ZeroTenacity, they're stuck. You know, they wonder, you know, where's the safest place to go? It seems as though lobby might be the call. Dav has got found.
Yeah, that aggression there. I mean, think of this. At one point, it was a 5v3. They made this very doable now. Not much health depleted considering they got those 2 kills back. And you mentioned it. Going back towards this lobby position. Brute Monster, he's going to be clearing that out. Making this A site a little easier to take.
You've got to worry, though. We've got these 2 players coming up ramp. Going to be going fast trophy. I say fast, though. Going to be playing silently. Don't want to take... Or don't want to make any mistakes. But Brute Monster's surely going to catch these players out.
I mean, I said it was a 5v3 at one point, and this looks almost certain to be ZeroTenacity, but Vladden, the awareness, clearing that off angle, and now it's the 2v2. Now anything can happen.
Look how much utility they have as well. Surely worried about Heaven. Yeah, the Molotov's coming down. There's Molly backside as well. Heaven player, unable to connect. Dragon won't get the kill. We'll be able to get away. I spoke too soon. Simka finding him through the vents.
Yeah, Kyofo brought down so low. The util seemed perfect, but the call to swing from Heaven, that was one better. Caught them off there. Left Dragon alone. Couldn't hit the AWP shot, and that's the 4th for ZeroTenacity. It's evened up again. iNation, they still have that money in the reserve, and quite a lot of it, but when the rounds are going the way of ZeroTenacity at this point, it doesn't matter too much.
And I think that's ZeroTenacity's goal. On that T side, you get, you know, if you can get anything above 5-6 rounds, you're gonna be completely happy with that. Brute Monster's not gonna be so happy. That's the AWP taken out.
And another opening pick for Dragon. This is looking like a nice start here. iNation, they've got to make sure they don't repeat the wrongs that they made last round. Don't give up their man advantages.
Yeah, they need to be playing really passively here. Saying that, one of the rounds where they were really successful is when they did take that aggression. We saw Dragon towards Secret, Chove towards Ramp. Maybe we do need to see some aggression from iNation. I think when they do step off the gas, that's when you can see them making those mistakes. That's where you see them kind of questioning the play that, you know, the best play to make. I think sometimes you do just need to kind of play how you normally would. Don't second guess yourself.
Yeah, 1 minute has passed now as we're looking at that 50-second mark. Still ZeroTenacity in this lobby position. Just Peanut World anywhere else. He is outside. He's in that Africa position, so he can be a late flank.
Choice, though, so aware of it. Isn't taking his eyes off main. Doesn't want to make any mistakes here. Dragon finding one. That's the bomb as well. Oh, I'm sure they don't know about it. Sees the gun barrel as well. Dragon gets another. Haste on the cards. The bomb's still towards that.
Is he going to have to re-peek into this? Or is he going to, like, use a smoke? I say that as he takes down Dragon cleanly, but there's no way he's getting out of this hold.
Yeah, such a strong crunch there. But iNation, they find 5.
It's been quite back and forth these last 4 rounds. No team being able to string 2 together since then. And once again, it's going to leave ZeroTenacity on a weak bye. Just these pistols.
Never count out the pistols, though. We've seen, you know, time and time again in the playoffs and also in the regular season, these pistol rounds, just with the Deagles, couple Tech 9s, they, you know, they can make it work. It's just all about the call, what they opt to do.
Yeah, obviously last time we saw that fast stay, it didn't pan out for them. This time it's going to be the outside aggression. They've already had a player drop, already got a player towards this left side garage, and that's Chove.
They're just going silent, though, so no information will be gathered from Chove yet. Dragon with the AWP, though, in such an advanced position. Obviously, we'll be able to get one, but I doubt he gets any more. Just going to have to fall back.
Oh, opportunity. I say that as Namani crosses before the smoke, and now Dragon's in to fight, but he's fumbling his util.
Still got the ability to do more. Gets a second as well. It's just Simka.
That's it. He's the player nowhere near. He's on A side right now. Skipper, he is watching that position, but this is another clean round for iNation.
Yeah, Simca, I doubt anything will be able to do anything into this round. Maybe even just getting 1 kill would be a success, but surely nothing can be done here. We do already have a player in vent, and Dav is not that far behind. Ooh, seen the toes, information gathered. This is where Simca, surely the round's over for him. Yeah, there we go. Dav closing it out.
Yeah, and that's the 6. Now this is where the eco should come through for ZeroTenacity. Obviously, this half still isn't too bad for ZeroTenacity right now. They should be looking at a 7-4 scoreline after this round, unless some absolute miracles can happen. But obviously, get 1, 2, even 3 more rounds. That's sort of what you're looking at on the T side of Nuke.
I think something to mention as well, we say it time and time again, a player like Dragon, sometimes he can have those slow starts. He can, you know, it can take him a while to get into the game, but obviously once he's in it, it's really tough for anyone else to win it. But Dragon, well, that's 13-5 now, playing absolutely insanely. And I think this is going to be a real problem for ZeroTenacity, because no one can seem to silence him, and that's a real big problem. So they are going
on
towards
the lineup. Vlad, he's surely finishing these last 2. Oh, but they survive. Not for long though. Just Vlad goes down, and finally these pistols are able to get a kill. But that is the 7 for iNation. Sorry.
Yeah, obviously iNation 1 round off winning the half, but that's not. You know, they want more. They're gonna try and get those double digits. Not too far off it either. But once again, we mentioned it at the start. This is ZeroTenacity's map pick, and I think you've got to wonder. Obviously, T side it's not favored on this map, but you're hoping for ZeroTenacity that they're able to find their form and able to get a couple more rounds here.
Yeah, iNation definitely aren't no slouch on Nuke. We've seen them play it a number of times. Have some good performances on it as well. But ZeroTenacity, they'll really get going on that CT side.
Simca 15 HP. And chip down so much through spam through the smoke and also the grenade. Oh, they're going to be going out hard, but Skipper just on the edge of the Molotov there. So they might be able to find Dragon here. Outside main. He's going to be dropping down. Does they get the kill? It's a 3 versus 3. Make it a 3v2. Choiv, though, still alive towards the backside. Both these players towards main. Oh, able to find one. The real question...
Such a crucial kill, and it's just this AWP left in this 1v2 now. Such an unmobile weapon. Makes it so difficult to move around, and that's why he switches to the rifle.
The question that's going to be on Brute Monster's mind is, where's the second player? Oh, he's got the info, but... expects Vladin to stay tucked in, but in reality, he just swings out, he peeks. Having to save the AWP as well, kept the AKs. They know Dragon can buy one.
I think everyone can buy one. Looks Skipper and Dav almost on 16k apiece.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I think that came all from the save round. You know, no need to kind of throw your equipment away. It just goes to show the difference in these two teams. Look at the economy. Obviously, it is a little bit harder on that T side, but you're expecting something. ZeroTenacity don't really seem to be able to find many kills, apart from that round.
Yeah, let's see if these pistols can do slightly better now. It is seeming like it's going to be this A execute. 2 players on that T-roof position. Lining up the common Utah we see thrown. Backside molly. Flashes coming out. Swarming the site.
Skipper, though, able to find one. Will get taken down, but Dav in the Molotov, unable to get anything. It's a 3 versus 3 now. But the Molotov has been dropped. Oh, Brute Monster able to get the bomb down. Doesn't have armor, but it doesn't really matter.
In the mana. He is the danger man, but he's 35 HP.
Oh, perfect flash there. Vladin able to get one. Brute Monster aware of the second player towards heaven. Able to get the kill. Last player towards main here. Kyofo will be able to close out Choiv. And that's the 5th round for ZeroTenacity. And I think 5 rounds on this T side, you know, that's kind of the default. That's what they're going to be kind of expecting. I think anything more they're going to be happy with. But if they are able to get these last 2 rounds, you know, you're going to be ecstatic. Such a close
that
harvest.
Gave them those pistols. Something that ZeroTenacity just weren't able to really get going the whole game, really. But finally, those pistols paid off. Despite losing the first man, the trades came through quickly. And they did a good enough setup, a good enough post-plant to be able to win out the round.
I think as well, something to mention, the 2 site players, obviously Simca kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place out in the open with the flash, fully blind, was able to get one, but I think Dav played a little bit aggressive there, you know, swung through the Molotov, tried to get a kill, didn't even get anything, and kind of just lost it live. And I think in those situations, you can just play retake, you can play a little bit more reserved, because you've got the util advantage, you've got armor, and you obviously have those weapons, but obviously didn't want to leave his teammate alone, but maybe, you know, wasn't the right call. Brute Monster are getting aggressive with the AWP. Gonna want to try and find the pick towards main, but we might just see an A hit come out from ZeroTenacity.
Yeah, Peanut was falling back towards the lobby. He's left that outside for Vlad, he's going to be taking this ramp position. They should be aware that it should be towards the lobby, the remaining players.
Only got one player directly holding it, but Vlad might be able to find a kill. Ooh, Kyofo finds Vlad. Oh, and this lobby crunch is not working the way for ZeroTenacity.
Your trades are level, though. A lot of time still on the clock in Peanut Ward's position. Oh, the perfect flashbang, though.
Choiv obviously slipped out of that in-game leader role, but still being so supportive. It's just backed off from ramp, though. Ooh, missed Molotov. Oh, Dragon. So clean with the AWP. That reaction time is impeccable.
It just falls back now, leaving these two remaining players in a difficult situation, and A looks like it's going to be the hit. Namana, he's going to be going out first. Oh, the quick switch. Oh, that looked dangerous.
Yeah, you know, taking those chances. Doesn't really matter though. Skipper able to get them both, but we saw it in one of the games earlier, one of the games before, quick switch just being the complete downfall of a round, but not this time.
Was it a ZeroTenacity game as well? Was it Choi?
I think it might have been, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we're not going to see any too many quick switch kills, but it's going to be this buy into this last round, of course, from ZeroTenacity. Very mixed by 3 pistols, a rifle, and that AWP.
Look how aggressive Brute Monster's getting with it, though. Oh, able to get the kill onto Dragon. That's the opening for ZeroTenacity. Choiv just early going down into the vents. Doesn't want to give up that lower sight as of yet. Do have 4 players down here, though. And Choiv is the lone defender.
Look at this from ZeroTenacity. They just called a pause. They've frozen, waiting for all this util to be burned, waiting for these smokes to fade before they actually execute.
So unfortunate there. Looked as though Vladimir was going to be getting aggressive towards ramp. Unable to kind of take the risk. Might be able to find Simka. I wonder what they're going to be doing here. iNation expecting an A pop. In reality, they're going to be going down towards that B site.
Right now, Troy's the only defender. They're starting to rotate. He's got a lot of work to do. Will they expect this position, though? He's got 2 players pushing him. Namana gets dropped, but Kyofo gets the trade.
Look how fast he is towards top rafters. Do you think they expect him? Oh, they do. They're so ready for it. Oh, they didn't fully clear him. Oh, they do now, though. And Vladimir will get found. It's a 1 versus 4 here. Skipper. A near impossible feat.
Yeah, really clean round there for ZeroTenacity. Obviously, it's not over yet, but the flashes, the team play that we saw in that round, that's more like we want to see. And that's a respectable half there for ZeroTenacity. Obviously, 6 rounds on that T side. And the funny thing is, they weren't able to string two or more together since that pistol round.
Yeah, all individual rounds. But, you know, sometimes that's all you need. You don't need to keep your economy going. You don't need to kind of be the dominant team on that T side nuke. You just get a couple rounds here and there. You surprise your team. And that's a very confident half. They're going to be very happy going into the CT side.
Very interesting scoreboard as well. 3 players sitting on 4 kills, but Kyofo and Brute Monster, they're having a lot more impact. And I mean, obviously that round, I think we saw it perfectly. It's not all about kills. It's also about how more the team plays together. A lot of flashes, sending people in, clearing angles. And it worked perfectly in that round, and it gave them a good enough half going into it. But now it's iNation's turn to be on that T side, the one dictating how the play is going to be used. And once again, we're seeing iNation do this, these 3 players of utility. It's not something we commonly see, but we'll get to see now where they're going to be using all of this.
Might be just trying to go fast towards A. Only 1 player towards the A site. It's just Brute Monster. They've already gambled a player down towards B.
And that does look like where it's going to be the execute. We've got 2 players on the T roof and one of them shooting down. That is a blunder.
That's your teammate, mate. We'll be able to plant the bomb here fairly safely as well. But it is going to be the retake for ZeroTenacity, and they do have the kit. Look at Dragon, though.
They've used it all now. Oh, you mentioned he might be able to get his flank on, but Simka, he's so aware of it.
And that's the caliber of these players. They are just so aware of the positioning of everyone. Love this decoy from Simka. Flash will be coming in, though. Trying to get some aggression towards main, but Peanut World able to get a kill. Oh, Brute Monster with the flick. Dav under heaven. We'll get one, but we'll get traded. And it's just Skipper. 1 versus 3 now, surely. Won't be able to do anything. We'll get taken down. And that's a lovely round from ZeroTenacity. Sometimes you can just gamble that 1-8. And it clearly worked for them. No need to kind of swarm the A site. No need to keep as many players there, because that was a heavily util dominated execute. And you don't want to have players crunched on the site.
Yeah, you can play a lot more retake style on those pistol rounds, because like you mentioned it, there's not as much util for that post plant. All we really saw was that one re-smoke for main, but that's 17 seconds after the bomb goes down. So in those last 9 seconds, that's where there's nothing. You're just relying on nothing but aim.
When you have so many players swarming from heaven, coming from outside, there's not really much you can do on the side of iNation. Obviously, the bomb plant will allow them to buy just Eagles and get a buy next round. But most teams you'd expect to full invest. You'd expect, just going for a couple Galils, maybe some Mac 10s. But not iNation. They opt for a strong buy in the next round. Dragon finding Kyofo's head early on here, but Brute Monster towards ramp. Gonna be doing a lot of damage. Switching to the USP. Oh, that's 3 kills there for Brute Monster.
And now it is just Dragon. He's going to be seeing if he can get any kills into this round. Oh! Well, that's an AWP he's going to be able to get next round now.
Imagine it to be the difference maker. We've seen how strong Dragon's been on the AWP today.
I just assumed that must be his teammate. I thought it was one of the CTs. I didn't realise Dragon somehow snuck behind someone, but Brute Monster, he's next up to the chopping. And that's it. Gone.
Brute Monster with 4 there. And sometimes you do just need to invest in that M4. Obviously, they're going to want to make as much money as possible, but the bomb plant surely would have indicated to ZeroTenacity, we could have a force on our hands. We got to pick our weaponry wisely.
We do see Dragon now with that orb. Obviously, the knife kill, the deagle kill. Definitely allowed that to become a possibility, but let's see how much impact he can have with it in this round.
We've seen Dragon be kind of playing the AWP to perfection in this game. Oh, look at that. Dav peeking from top silo. We'll find Peanut World, and that's the kill for Dragon. That's the AWP. Oh, Namana finding Vladen. Getting one back. Still the advantage going to iNation.
Players are quite split though. They're slowly regrouping with each other. 2 players close under heaven. And that's the bomb. Bomb coming. So it must be this A here.
Kyoffa, though, surely is going to have to eventually be worried about that potential player above him. Or players. They've taken lobby control here. Skip it. Oh, they've all dropped into the site. Such a risk. They've given up heaven. And surely they're not aware.
God, they're so close. But Dav, he's certainly aware. Maybe not the rest of them, but Dav, that's a clean kill. And this surely is the round.
Oh, Namana able to find one. Gets a second. The Molly takes one down as well. It's a 2 versus 1 now. Just Dav, 5 HP. Oh, the Molotov might take him down. Surely that's the round. That's the round. ZeroTenacity take it.
But it's 10 seconds. Unless he can somehow make something happen. No, he has to try to force it. That's it. Yeah, you mentioned it. Round done. I said that the round's surely going the way of iNation, but after getting that first kill heaven, they just assumed it was clear.
What a round from Namana, from the heavens. Able to get 2 there, and yeah, of course, that's the pause coming out. That was a 4 versus 2, Charlie. No one looking towards heaven. All players, eyes on main. Kind of just... I'm not too sure what the game plan was there, really. Obviously, you've got such an advantage. Why not just keep one set of eyes on heaven? No need to gamble, really.
I wonder if that was accompanied with that Molotov from main. I wonder if that was Dav's job. And with that Molly coming out, forced him to die. Or sorry, we didn't force him to die, it was someone else. I think Brute Monster died main, but it forced him out of position. maybe that wasn't communicated well enough that Heaven can still be a target.
Yeah, so it must have been a miscommunication. We never really see iNation fumble something like that. But look what that's done. Obviously, the full investment from iNation in the last round. ZeroTenacity, they can take 10. They can take the lead. And they're going to be in the driver's seat now, especially on that CT side as well. iNation, though, they're going to be kicking themselves. That was such a possible round. And you mentioned it, such a one round. You know, we all thought that iNation were going to take that. But just heroics from Namana.
Yeah, I think it was a round where iNation are going to be looking back and they're going to be thinking, we deserve that round. The most of it, they played it to perfection, but it was just that final post plant that really cost them. But things are leveled up again. And this is where ZeroTenacity are now in the driver's seat. They've won both pistols. And more importantly, after winning that CT side pistol, they won the first full buy against it. And now, obviously, on the favoured side, things leveled up. This is where they can be looking at taking the game, getting more of a lead, building up like the economy that iNation had something similar on their half.
I think something to mention, if iNation aren't successful in this match, or in this map really, and it goes down to the wire, it goes the full distance, you have to expect that they're going to be very disappointed with themselves, especially because of how winnable that round was. We do just have Brute Monster here towards the B side. What a flick. Might be able to get a second hit. Unable to connect. That's Dragon going to be able to pick up the AWP. And this round seems fairly possible for the side of iNation. We have got Namana here. Oh, audio cue given. Picking up that pistol. They're going back up towards A. Don't know what the game plan is here.
Now, no vents is clear because of Vladim's position. Or at least don't know it's likely clear. But it's when Vladim's strike and he's been spotted. That's it.
Now they're worried. Choiv gonna have to get aggressive and able to get one. Gets a second with his favored Mac 10. Does absolute just wonders with that. But Dragon now needs to pick a position, needs to pick an angle. Oh, and he's picked incorrectly. Obviously, the flash deterring his peak. And that's another round for ZeroTenacity. Obviously, iNation did a lot of wonders there. Choiv getting 2 with the Mac 10, unable to get the third. But ZeroTenacity find 10. They find those double digits.
Yeah, they definitely made it closer. They challenged on those pistols, and now they've got an abundance of money. Dragon can definitely get his AWP out. But if they want any chance to make this game closer, they've got to win this round.
Got to win it cleanly. Look at the money on the side of ZeroTenacity. Obviously fully invested. They haven't got that much money in the reserve. You mentioned that they're going to want to kind of find the bank that iNation had on that CT side. You know, players at 16k. I mean, that they could buy every round, really. ZeroTenacity not in that position as of yet. Remember, not in the closing stages of the game yet. Could be Vladen. So aware of Simka's aggression there.
Such a risk. Obviously, got the dink on Vladen, softened him up for later in the round, but how was the man advantage given away now on that CT side?
I wonder what they ought to do now. ZeroTenacity are going to have to take a gamble. And it's just a question to where. Oh, look at Peanut World, though. So aware of this potential garage play. Is playing anti-flash. It's all about timing. Oh, he doesn't get it. He does get the kill, though. Peanut World gets both. How? How has he done that? Able to get both kills there. Absolutely insane.
He was waiting the flash for the flashbang, but it never came.
iNation got the timing as well. He was back turned. Peanut World just playing that round perfectly.
The fact that he got 1 was good, but able to get that as well made that so much better. Now it's just these 3 remaining players. They're slowly going towards B, but there's 2 players here. Kyofo's getting mollied out.
Flash will come in. He is full blind. They're going to be sending it towards the B site. Currently a 3v3 on the site. We have a player here towards Dark. Single door and double door are going to be a problem. Namana, though, just playing really passively. Just awaiting the bomb plant. We got 17 seconds, though. Oh, Namana's going to be pushing through. The FAMAS able to find one. Will get traded, though. He needs to stick that plant now. Brute Monster might be able to close it out. And he does. 7 seconds remaining. Skipper just from the top. Oh, unable to retrieve the bomb. ZeroTenacity know they won this round, and they found 11.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Brute Monster was able to get 1 and back away really closed that round out for them. Just Skipper was too aware on that ramp position. Wasn't prepared for double doors to be opened.
There was no really kind of safe place for for him to plant there on the site.
He had to plant there. That was the only place.
I think that whole round, obviously there were heroics from everyone. Brute Monster getting that kill on the bomb planter. I think that whole round came off the back of Peanut World. You know, they're in a disadvantaged situation, 4 versus 5. You've got to imagine the praise to Peanut World there. Getting 2 kills, able to fall back as well. Allowing his team to... Kyofo getting the kill there, but allowing his team to have a chance into the round.
Well, Kyofo could get caught out here, and perfect timing for Skipper. The trades are level once again, but Brute Monster, he's the danger man. He's here with the AWP. Gets mollied off, allows him to drop down to B cleanly.
Do have a player going down the vents, though. Already shifting towards Decon. We do have Simka. But he's got to be aware of Choiv. Choiv's already coming from outside. Flash will come in, though. Going to deter the peak. Oh, Choiv, the confidence. The crosshair placement. And the kill. ZeroTenacity. They're going to be going for it.
To go for this?
I don't need to. The money's not looking great either. Surely the save is the right call. You know, even losing this round, they're still going to be ahead. They've still got that advantage. And I think why throw the weaponry away?
Yeah, we'll allow them to buy into the next one. Obviously, the 2 players who have been dropped, they're the ones with the most money. So I wonder if weapons will be dropped over. I mean, they're on no loss bonus. So no M4s can be bought out. Peanut World, he can drop over from mass. He's almost got almost full util already.
I think he'd buy a flashbang as well, yeah. But I wonder, maybe we'll see some MP9s being brought out. That's not a weapon you want to be facing, especially against the AKs of iNation. Whilst this pause is going on, what we'll do is we'll have a little look at the scoreboard. Someone to mention, obviously, Dragon, he was at one point, he was 13-5. Obviously, not slipped away. It's still top of the leaderboard, well, top of the server, really. But has steadied on, I'd say. And I think that T-side AWP is a lot trickier to kind of utilize, especially against against Brute Monster. Been doing a really good job with the AWP.
Yeah, I think that's something we haven't really spoke about much in this series. The AWP battle between Dragon and Brute Monster. They're 2 very well-established AWPers, both of them with great mechanics. And I think it's just, they can be the difference maker in these games. Often with players stepping up, obviously we've had heroics from Peanut World, Kyofo. The AWPers can often be the tipping point. They can be the ones the final deciding factor. There's something to point out. Dragon could have had an AWP in this round, but chose for the AK instead.
Did you see that from Dragon? He was late to buy util there. Nearly forgot to. He had 3 seconds remaining. Risky business. I think he assumed he had util from the last round. And didn't Dragon die?
Yeah, it was Skipper that survived. Well, look at this secret setup. These 2 players waiting here. Surely they're never going to expect this, but it might not even come into fruition.
Well, iNation, they always seem to be one step ahead. I wonder if they're ready for this. Oh, Choiv is going to be the first person to take the risk. On Simka's just running away. They're going to leave another player. Close secret hit. Oh, Brute Monster unable to connect here. Is aware of the players towards Garage. I think this round's all on Vladin. He's going to need to try and flash these players in. Try and keep his team alive as long as possible. iNation here in a really tough spot. Kind of locked in. I wonder what they're going to do.
Look at the time as well. We're pushing 30 seconds. Nothing's coming out yet.
Yeah, I've got a smoke for that lockers position though, so they might be able to wrap heaven. I think that's going to be the call. We do have 2 players towards the A site. "16 seconds left, Charlie. They haven't even made any noise yet. Oh, but Vlad and Dragon able to get a kill. Simka. Oh, gets the bomb planter. They've got 6 seconds. They need to plant the bomb. 5, 4. They haven't got it. They've won the round. ZeroTenacity won the round.
Pushes.
Trying to kill them after time. Oh, Peanut World might be able to get a kill here. Just dancing around the ladder. But iNation, again, they play so slowly there. And the bomb planter getting found was the real problem for iNation. They weren't alert enough, weren't quick enough to instantly grab that bomb, instantly get it planted. And, you know, the difference of 2 seconds there being the change between whether iNation win or lose.
It was that 1 kill from the vent player. That was the main part of it. Obviously, taking that bomb down, it didn't seem like they processed it quick enough, or didn't seem like it was communicated quick enough, because they seemed like they were falling into their post-plant positions before the bomb was even down.
Yeah, they did have enough time. Obviously, if the bomb was retrieved straight after the trade came in, they did have enough time to plant. There was still 8 seconds remaining, but they just weren't quick enough. And that could have been a miscommunication. That could have been anything really. Obviously, with our interview with Choi, did mention about how kind of the difficulties and roles. You know, it's always gonna create problems. We've seen it in a lot of other teams. But iNation now, obviously on, you know, they fully invested here. They do have a little bit of money, and they do have the loss bonus. They might get a buy into the next round, but they need to win this round, or ZeroTenacity, they can find 13, maybe even 14.
Yeah, ZeroTenacity's money still isn't great either, but you mentioned it. They at the end of the day, they're winning the rounds. And something to point out: out of the last 3 rounds, 2 of them have been lost on time, and that's something you rarely see. Every now and again, there's one round here or there, but the last 3 rounds, 2 of them, that's quite a lot to show. So obviously, iNation playing these rounds very, very slow, and in some cases, it's costing them.
I think as well, in some cases, it's really working out for them. They're able to catch off players' rotations, but it's just not meant to be. ZeroTenacity just sticking their ground, and it's working for them. Ooh, Namana. Really tempting fate there. 42 HP. Love this elevated position here.
There's been 7 rounds played in this half, and only 1 of them has been won by iNation. So that's something they've got to change quickly.
Flash will come in. Skip it. I'm going to try and blind the ramp player, and they have achieved it. But Brute Monster with the AWP doesn't opt to peek through the Molotov. We see AWP sometimes taking that risk. But Brute Monster, he's playing the numbers. He doesn't want to give his life away on the off chance he does get taken down. There's a player towards ramp here, though. He has backed off towards control. Kyofo just keeping himself alive as long as possible. Waiting for that backup. iNation again, they're playing it really slowly. Oh, Kyofo not getting the timing. Oh, and he crouches. Choiv doesn't check it. That's another opening pick for ZeroTenacity.
The bomb site is gained. This bomb should be planted imminently. With the ramp flank, Dragon takes him down cleanly.
Safe plant from Skipper as well. 4 versus 4 post plant. No utility on the side of iNation. Limited on the side of ZeroTenacity. They do have that double nade though. Might be able to take the player down in dark. So the util is going to be coming in. This ramp setup though. Oh, Dav finds one. Skipper towards Silo, able to find one of his own. Kyofo gets the trade. But surely this round can't be won from ZeroTenacity. Yeah, iNation, they find it. And in perfect time.
Much needed round. Now they've got to start to string some together. Obviously, ZeroTenacity, they are going to be able to save these weapons. So an investment could come in, but they don't have any loss bonus either. So a buy is going to be very tough.
Surely they're going to have to.
It's going to be needed, yeah.
Brute Monster 1.4k. Won't have enough money from just eco in this round. Also going to want to utilize the 2 weapons that they have saved across. Maybe they're not going to buy. Oh, no, eventually, yeah. Eventually they do. Last second, though. Brute Monster just on the USP.
No, I think he does on scout, jumped over, yeah. There are some weapons into this. Obviously, Vlad in the first half, he was able to pull out some heroics with just to save Galil. Will something similar be able to happen here with a bit more weaponry on the side of ZeroTenacity?
iNation, though, have the chance to level it up, and they also have the chance to take 13 here. Obviously, if they are the victors of this round, surely ZeroTenacity are going to be forced into an eco. Can never count out an eco, though. Peanut World now just being really, really mobile, trying to find a pick anywhere, but nothing's being given to them right now. Saying that, it seems as though iNation are going to be probing towards A. 3 players towards ramp right now. This is going to be a painful crunch. Flash comes in, doesn't blind him though. Simka. Oh, Namana's on the flank. This is gonna be a ZeroTenacity round guaranteed. And it's just Shoiv, 1 versus 4 now.
Yeah, he was the player out of the action, but he's now going to step up massively. He takes the first kill down cleanly without taking any damage.
Oh, the second Molotov coming in. Gonna leave him in a world of hurt. Just gonna have to fall back as well. No damage able to be done, but there's 33 seconds left. This is going to be so tough. Another Molotov. What can he do? He's just stuck behind mollies. He's just going to have to save.
We mentioned it. They've got to be able to string some rounds together, and they're not once again back and forth rounds. We saw in the first half. We're now seeing it again, and it's going to be favoring ZeroTenacity. They're the team in the lead. They're the ones with the advantage.
I think as well, ZeroTenacity, they played it perfectly. They have 3 players towards ramp, and Naman are so fast behind with the 5-7. I think the iNation players towards Trophy weren't even aware of it, as in the slightest. Even after the first kill, they weren't expecting a player behind. Must have just thought it was a teammate, but no. Obviously, iNation do have the funds to buy. We will be seeing Dragon on the AWP. They need to take this round, and then they're going to need to win the next as well if they want a chance into this game.
And that's what will happen. Obviously, once again, I feel like we keep on mentioning it. The money on either side is so easy to be broken. Peanut World, he's going to be tested. Dink on Choive forces him back.
Only 10 HP. Wonder what he's going to do. Namana getting aggressive here. Able to find one through the smoke. And that's 2 kills for the side of ZeroTenacity. It seems as though they can win this round. Oh, aware of Choive towards main as well. Just these 2 players towards ramp. Goffo's going to be going down, but they need to find this kill quickly. Dragon just looking towards lobby here. Able to get the kill. Looking for individual brilliance here on the side of iNation, but it's just Dragon. 1 versus 4. Ace clutch to keep them in this round.
Obviously, we've got a lot of time left, but I'm sure part of him is thinking, I don't need to save this weapon into the next round.
Yeah, I don't think they'll get a buy, though, Dragon. If he's able to find this kill on A site cleanly, does have a chance, but it is a 1v3. And he's slowly getting hunted. Brute Monster getting aggressive towards lobby. Hasn't found his prey yet. Does he hear the steps? Oh, Brute Monster is aware. It's only a matter of time before Dragon has to pull the trigger. Oh, Brute Monster finds him. Won't be able to save the AWP. But will be able to secure the round. And that's the 14 for ZeroTenacity, iNation. Very little money here. I wonder what they're going to be thinking, Charlie. You know, what do you think's the game plan?
It's so tough. Obviously, they are going to be eager in this, giving up 15. If they do lose this round, it's just going to be these pistols. They've got to do something fast. We haven't seen too many fast hits from iNation, so potentially that's the change in game plan.
Another player towards top hut, though. Molotov could come down. Simka already thrown his smoke, so nothing to extinguish it. He's sending one player down towards B, though, and I think it's the right call. Better be safe than sorry. Namana unable to connect, but does get 2 in the end. Both these players going out squeaky, but there's already that player down towards B. Dav eventually able to get the kill. Oh, unable to connect onto Peanut World, though, and that's the 15 for ZeroTenacity.
Yeah, and this could give ZeroTenacity the advantage in this series. They could be taking the first map, going on to Inferno. We know both teams are very strong in it. I would tend to favor iNation, so you have to think, if this is going to be a series won by ZeroTenacity, maybe this map is necessary and they're 1 round off securing it.
Yeah, I think you never want to give up your map pick as well. You do see Brute Monster, though, getting aggressive towards outside. That's something we've not seen yet. Able to find the first pick onto Choive. They do have that man advantage, and they're going to want to find another kill as well. Make it even harder for iNation to find a way into this round. iNation are going to need all 4 of these rounds in a row, and they've heavily struggled to string rounds together on this T side. A theme we've seen from both teams here. Oh, that's the second. That's Peanut World. iNation here. Gonna be confused as what to do. Oh, getting aggressive.
Skipper needs that kill, and he finally does get it, but Namana, his position is so strong.
17 bullet spray from Skipper. Eventually finds the dome. Do have utility to clear out Namana. Gladden, though, opting just to nade the door. Oh, look at this setup. Brute Monster and Simka pretty much unbreakable here. Flash though coming in.
See it really get tested here. Namana's timing could be impeccable. He spots him, Skipper. That's him getting taken down. It's just these two players, Vlad and Dav.
2 versus 4 now. 25 seconds remaining. Surely this round can't go the way of iNation. Dav able to find one though. They've got 20 seconds left, Charlie. Maybe they go down the vent. I wonder what the play's here. They're just going to be sticking the plant. They are aware of the player backside. The smoke is dissipating though. Dav able to find the kill on the player site. Vladen finds the player main. Oh my god. 2 versus 4. Able to take it.
Heroics from iNation. From those two players, Vlad and Dav. They've saved it. They've salvaged the round. And they've kept them alive in this do-or-die situation. ZeroTenacity. It looked like that should have been it. Brewmonster's position was so strong. But I thought it was going to be a certain plan there from Dav. But he faked it. He got off of it and killed the backside player. It all went right there for iNation somehow.
Think about what that's going to do for the confidence as well. They're only 3 rounds off. They can taste their way back into this. You know, they can smell OT. You know, it's just round the corner. But they do need to win these next 3 rounds, and I think that's what the pause has been called for. They can't give up anything here. They gave up 2 opening picks there, and they were still able to find the round. And that's something we very rarely see in Counter-Strike. But, you know, when you have players like Dav and Vladen on the team, you know, you can have heroics. You can have players stepping up when needed. And, you know, round 27, that's when they needed it. Oh, the run boost. Already on top of Garage. Dragon surely needs to be worried about this. Oh, able to find the kill as well. That's the opening pick for iNation.
You have to think that if iNation do win this round, ZeroTenacity going to be forced onto that eco. And then that's where things can start getting really dangerous. 1 round off.
On and out. Oh, both players line up. Unable to secure a kill though. Look at Peanut World as well towards Garage, doing a little bit more damage. Oh my god, the smokes aren't even there for him. Able to do damage on 3 players there. Unable to secure a kill though. Oh, Dragon. Finding the damage dealer.
Yeah, you mentioned he slowed down a bit. This is a perfect round for him to come back alive.
I think as well now, iNation, they've got the 2 opening picks. They're going to want to be securing a round like this. And look how passively they're taking it. No one's peeking alone. No one's taking any risks here. Because they know a couple kills go the way of ZeroTenacity. And they could lose the hot. Well, they could lose this first map. We do have all players down towards B apart from Vladen. Still towards his Africa position.
Yeah, not a single CT at B yet, so the B slate is fully clear. Looks like they're preparing for the save. Yeah, it's needed, because they'll be giving up 15 if they have to eco this round. But that does mean that we'll likely see the force come through from ZeroTenacity. Oh, I say that, as Simka just gets taken down from outside, not expecting Vladen, not expecting that lurk.
Yeah, you know, we mentioned it before, Vladen towards the Africa position, towards outside, able to take one of the weapons out of the hands of ZeroTenacity. Think about what that's going to do. Obviously, when you do have that third weapon, when you do have that extra bit of damage, you know, you can easily have a round, you know, stick one of the weapons towards outside, one towards A, one towards ramp. You know, you've got a fairly strong hold, but now it's all whether ZeroTenacity, you know, where are they going to be keeping those weapons? Where are they going to be bundling the damage dealers, really?
I think we'll find out. That's a pause there for ZeroTenacity. Deciding what they're going to do. They're on 2.4k loss bonus. So even with the eco, their buy is going to leave a lot to be desired. So I think this is what they're discussing. Obviously, Force Buy is such a risk. But the eco, it's not much. It doesn't look much better.
Yeah, I wonder what the plan. I think surely they've got an eco here. Obviously, Namana and Kyofo might just want to be playing really passively here, trying to keep themselves alive. Yeah, look, minimal investment there from the side of ZeroTenacity. They're not taking any chances. They do not want to leave themselves in a position where they're not even on a full buy on that potential 15-15. Obviously, it's not over though. ZeroTenacity, they can still win this round. Brewmonster on the AWP, Namana with that rifle. It's not over yet. We do have so many players towards ramp though on the side of ZeroTenacity, and they're going to be taking some aggression. I wonder whether they're ready for it. Oh, I love this setup, though.
Brewmonster He is outside playing very passive though, just holding this one angle. He now peeks out. Dragon was holding it for so long, but Brute Monster, such a quick kill, and that's man advantage.
ZeroTenacity, they can close it out now. We saw them get the double advantage. One of the previous rounds and still lost it. So it's not over for iNation now, but they really need to get a pick back into this round. And Namana towards his back grab position. They are aware of him, but not aware of his peak. There we go. That's Shoiv getting taken down once again. iNation in this 3v5 situation. ZeroTenacity now. We're going to see Namana swing through the smoke. He does. Oh, does a lot of damage though. Kyofo able to get the kill. Namana as well. It's a 1 versus 5 here. Just Dav. And he's going to get found. That's the 16th round for ZeroTenacity. Absolutely electric. What a map. What a first map. We saw iNation doing so much there. So many rounds in a row on that CT side. But ZeroTenacity, they got themselves back into the game. And they were able to take it, Charlie.
Yeah, that's those safe weapons. We mentioned what they could do. The importance of them. And I think, at least for me, I was looking at Brute Monster to be the real difference maker there. But Namana, he really stepped up, did a lot of damage, allowed teammates to get kills, and got 2 kills himself. So a really great last round there, but I'm surprised. I mean, obviously it was ZeroTenacity's pick, so you've got to favour them slightly, but ZeroTenacity, like I mentioned earlier, they're no slouch on Nuke, so they've got a lot. They're very capable on it. But I do think this is where we could be looking at a full 3-map series, just like we did last season. I think that was what ZeroTenacity needed to be able to guarantee that 3rd map. Because obviously, iNation, we've mentioned it. We've seen so many games of Inferno from them, and I think they might have lost it once this season in a 16-14. So other than that, they've looked really dominant on it, really unstoppable. So I think you can never count them out.
Yeah, I think it should be a fairly cut and dry map. This, I think, as you mentioned, we probably will see the Mirage. Well, we will see Mirage, but you never know. ZeroTenacity, they're 1 map off it. They can taste that first place. They can really feel the chance they have to dethrone the kings of the SCL, you could say. But obviously, we will be seeing that in the next match. Obviously, it is going to be on Inferno, but don't go anywhere. It's just going to be a short break, but hope you guys enjoyed that matchup. It was absolutely amazing. So down to the wire there, but ZeroTenacity able to take it. But yeah, as I mentioned, we will be right back.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Do have Dav with the smoke and 2 flashes. Oh, Vladden's got some utility as well. I love that. They dropped it in the corner to make sure that none of it's lost. Very smart there.
And this is where we get to see it. Obviously, Namana, who's playing for those fast rotates from both sides. And this is where we see the actual exec come in. Will Namana's counter flashes be able to help his teammate at all?
I'm going to be sending them in, but they are playing anti-flash to them. Dragon taking a lot of control. Information on both the players there. Last player towards Dark, but Namana pushing through the smoke, able to get one. But Dav and Skip are closing out the round. It's a 3 versus 2 now. Brute Monster, oh, gets the timing on the player. Not able to find the pillar player, though. Choiv will clean up the kill, and it's Choiv and Dav against Kyofo.
Yeah, there should be a kit that's going to be able to be retrieved any second now.
They know the location of it. They've seen it drop towards CT.
Yeah, we're not going to see these players peak. We shouldn't see them give up anything until it's really needed. And now Choiv, this is his cue to go. But Dav, he's the one that finds the kill. And iNation, that's them finding the round.
Yeah, they get the pistol there. And it's going to be a nice little start for them. They need to win this second round, though. And, you know, quite expectedly, we might see a force buy from ZeroTenacity. Yeah, there we go. We see the force. Brute Monster on that scout. Obviously, getting the kill in the last round allowed him to bring out the scout.
There are 5.7s with this as well. Normally we see majority of the pistols being deagles, but 5.7s obviously allow you to get that extra bit of use of the flash on most players.
Dragon getting chipped down. Only 45 damage, but still enough. Any damage is going to be costly for the side of iNation. Only one player towards this B side though, Namana. Once again, similar to Pistol, we see iNation. They're going to be playing passively everywhere, really. Don't want to take any chances at all. Obviously, we do have Choiv on that MAC-10. Coming in with 3 of his teammates on the weapon, but we see Choiv buy the MAC-10s when he can buy an AK. The SMG is this man's favourite weapon, and you can see why. Able to utilise it so well.
Is this bomb going to be regrouping, going back to A? Because right now, that's where the stack is. It is just Namana towards this B site.
Look at this flash being set up for Brute Monster as well. Expecting that long flank. They are going to be smoking off Arch. Seems as though they are going to be setting for that long hit. Yeah, and it's the right call. Flash coming through. Oh, swings, but Dav not getting blinded. Able to get 2 there. Information gathered on 2 players here. Kyofo, oh, getting so aggressive there. It's a 3 versus 2 now. They've got so much health. These last 2 players so low. ZeroTenacity take it on that force.
I don't know how that spiraled so far out of control there, but that's left iNation in a really difficult situation. They are going to have to force back, though. This force buy will be underway. Dav getting dropped. Well, being able to buy an AK, in fact.
They're going to want to have the best weaponry going into this round. Very confident as well. Look how much aggression they're taking. Banana, though, those MAC-10s. Send both of them down towards B, and they've gained a lot of control, a lot of information as well. They're going to be rotating back towards A.
Brute Monster Scout could be tested. I say that as Dav takes him down cleanly. An advantage is now found for iNation, but the weaponry still favours ZeroTenacity.
Oh, utilising that AK, though. I wonder how much Dav's going to be able to have impact-wise in this round. Oh, look at this. We've got Namana so deep towards bottom Banana. We'll just be falling back, though. Doesn't want to take any chances, and it's the right call. Seems though they are going to be sending it towards Banana. Oh, he's completely alone here. Peanut Wild going to try and rotate in as quick as possible. The CT smoke's already landed. I've got a Molotov for good measure, but Choiv with the Tech 9 able to find Namana. It's a 5 versus 3 now, Charlie. Wonder what Peanut Wild's going to be able to do, though.
He's got to do a lot. Will they push him? We've made a lot of noise about it. Troy does get taken down. Dav finally gets the kill, but Peanut World, he does what he needed to do. He gets 2. Leaves his teammates in a really good situation. In Simka, it's all on Dav for the 4K. Kyofo in the 1v1, he just falls back, but he's got 4 bullets. Oh, he's read it perfectly, but the ammo.
Could be sending it through. Oh, 3 HP, but Kyofo takes it. We'll be able to save that AK into the next round as well. iNation, they did so well there, but Peanut World getting those 2 kills. Simka as well. Just doing so much damage, making it really hard for iNation to close the round out. And that's the second for ZeroTenacity.
And that's it, the end of the fourth by Wars as well. It looked like it could have been going on for a little while, but that peanut wall play was so big. He got those 2 kills, but also did so much damage to Dav. Leaving him in the 1v1 made it the job a lot easier for that 1v1.
I think as well, Simka towards CT, able to get both of those players there. Obviously did get traded, but did so... Breed Monster finding Choive early on. That's the AWP being brought out. But something I was going to mention, you know, the 2 players swinging towards CT seemed a little bit uncoordinated. They weren't ready for that CT play, and they both just got found.
Mana sitting behind this long. He's trying to fall back to site, help his teammates. Fladden, he should be able to take down Peanut World here, and he does. It is all even in terms of trades. Bomb will be planted, but obviously weaponry, utility. But the utility on ZeroTenacity is not that strong. Only Kyofo with anything.
They do have those 2 rifles into this round. That nade, though, might do a fair bit of damage. Dragon in the site, going to try and hold off the retake for as long as possible. Oh, the boost is going to be coming in. Oh, and I love it. Able to find Dav. Aware of the player towards mid-site as well. The util going to be coming in. They're going to be sending it out towards the site. There's a player out of apps, though. Oh, Dragon able to find one. Oh, Broom Monster doing so much here. Out of ammo. Oh, my God.
He doesn't like it. How is Dragon doing this? He's got nothing but the pistol. He was brought down so low, and they win it. The round that should never have been won. It looked so good from the boost. The pit player, the player with armor, the player with weaponry, he gets taken down quickly, and Dragon, somehow he's the player that makes it all work.
You said the force by wars are over, Charlie. It seems as though they've only just begun. iNation able to take that round.
Yeah, money's limited on both sides. You can see it in their buy. 2 MAC-10s, 2 pistols on either side. Be interesting to see how this will pan out for them.
We saw Broom Monster do so much there. Obviously got the early kill towards B. Found one on that boost as well. Unable to secure the kill onto Dragon. Just goes to show those pistols, you can never count them out, especially against a strong bite from ZeroTenacity. Talk about the pistols. Oh, Peanut World able to find 2. Oh, and the kills just go in the way of ZeroTenacity. Now it's just Choive. 1 versus 5 now. Weapons retrieved. Surely he can't do anything in this round.
Trying to back away, but look at Namana's position.
Oh, able to take down. And look, all 5 players staying alive. 2 rifles being retrieved as well. iNation, 1 loss bonus. Gonna have to force.
At least we're getting to see a lot of buys from each team, but we'll leave them in a difficult situation.
I don't know what they're going to be doing. Very limited utility. Just Choive going towards that B site. Maybe he's going to try and get some aggression. Ooh, that double nade. Choive able to evade the airstrike.
Oh, look, they're just walking out brackets here. All the flashes coming through, but brackets is fully clear for them. You're going to test Broom Monster, but you're never going to want to test him. Just 1 by 1. He's getting these kills, dropping the molly.
Look at Dragon, though, already deep towards CT. That's the bomb drop library. Gonna be a retrieval mission from the iNation players, but I doubt they're going to even be able to find anything. It's a 2 versus 5 now. Just the Deagle and the Tech 9 on Vladden and Choive.
Yeah, not giving up anything. These side players were playing so passively. Choive's deep short, but you said probably not going to be able to find anything.
So they will be able to retrieve the bomb. Choive able to get out for now, but Broom Monster able to find Vladden. Simka will find Choive. 2 rounds in a row now. All 5 players on ZeroTenacity staying alive. Think about what that's going to do to the money. Broom Monster AWP on his back and got 6k in the bank.
Finally, we'll see the eco now. No pistol should be invested. Just that flashbang on Dav.
I think ZeroTenacity have kind of shaken iNation. They were the victors in that nuke game, and iNation surely they're going to be expecting a strong half here. But ZeroTenacity, they should find 5. See, the half's not over yet. The money
Looks
on.
like it's going to be this apps drop here. All the players pushing into this position, but that nade does a nice bit of damage.
Oh.
What he's going to get hunted on now. Flash is going to come shortly after.
And he got that singular flash. They're going to be falling back towards B. It's the right call. It's just Namana. Got the AK and a lot of utility to halt the push, but they seem to be going back towards B. Just how long until Kyofo realizes he's going to be needing to send it back towards his teammate. Oh, they've used the flash early.
Yeah, Namana, he's going to be dropping the utility, drop the smoke. Molly's coming after, but he missed it. He's going to allow them to push through this. Well, once again, they're going back.
They're just burning the utility. Obviously, the win's going to be difficult on this round. The aim of the game is just ruining the money. They do actually have time to go back towards B again. Wonder whether they'll do it, but they are just going to be wrapping towards long. Info gathered on these players. Peanut World out in the open, able to find two. Finds a third. Perfect spray. Last two players going towards short. Oh, but Brute Monster towards the site, closing out the round, and that's the 5th for ZeroTenacity.
Obviously, they did burn a lot of util, but 5 players surviving. That util is only going to be costing around 1.2k for everything on that CT side. So it should be comfortable for in terms of gaining that money, but another full buy, finally a full buy for iNation, but it's not perfect either. 2 Galils.
It's 3 rounds in a row now. ZeroTenacity building up the bank. iNation really need to find a round here. This half could be going the way of ZeroTenacity. Obviously early doors, but
very slow play here for iNation. They're trying to find something. 30 seconds is ticked, and they have taken that apartment's position. Once again, they are leaving Banana.
it's the right call to make. What a, the boost half will pretty much always guaranteed 1. Peanut World, though, going to be tested here. Loads of players coming from short. 2 in front of the Molotov. We'll just drop the smoke. Oh, player towards Grave. Unable to find. Oh, we'll be able to find 1. Trades are just coming in, but Peanut World towards Pit. Able to get 1. Gets a second as well. The bomb plant will come in now. It's Dav. 1 versus 3. Yeah, he's never winning this round. Surely not. Yeah, he does get taken down. So tough. Completely swarmed by the 3 players there. That is the bomb plant, but iNation once again unable to be successful.
Yeah, they do have the option to buy into this one. But obviously they can just half buy, get that strength for buy, get Dragon on an AWP if they just choose the pistol armor buy, and that's what's going to happen. If ZeroTenacity win this, they're going to be 5 rounds up against the defending champions. They're going to be 1 map off, of taking this crown, taking the SCL Season 2 title.
I'm going to see that aggression towards B. Skipper with a Mac 10 going to be getting really deep here, but that's a perfect flash. Utility on both teams here. So strong. Kyofo, they're able to find 1. Nade will do a little bit of damage. Able to get a second, though. Hasn't been swarmed yet. Oh, finds 1 towards Pool. Dav eventually converting the kill. Should be able to get the bomb down now.
Smoke should be getting dropped from Dragon, allowing this bomb to get planted, but nice nade. Makes it easier for the post-plant retake.
Playing the open here is such a risk, but...
Oh, I like this setup, and it looks like it's going to be the right call for now. Both players are leaning towards this coffin position, but timing is everything.
That's re-smoke CT as well. Peanut World seemingly going to be going through the smoke. Oh, Dav able to find 1. Remember, this was just half investment. They do have info on both these players, but he's able to get out. Dav able to live as well. Does have a Molotov for the bomb. Peanut World does have the smoke, though. It's not the biggest problem, but look how much time they've wasted. Oh, and Peanut World will get taken down by Dragon. Such a minimal investment from the side of iNation, but they were able to take it. Just goes to show maybe they need to be changing up the game plan. We've seen them playing really passively, taking that control. Maybe we need to see something fast from them.
Yeah, they've actually won 2 of these like half-buy pistol round sort of things. And on top of that, the only other round they've won was the pistol round itself. So these full buys on their T side just haven't been working out for now.
Obviously, you mentioned it though. We got Dragon on the AWP now. So strong in the last game with the AWP. Wonder whether he'll be able to put up the same numbers. Vladden though, finding Broom Monster. Dragon with the AWP finds Kafo. And that's 2 kills for the side of iNation. They've got a 5 versus 3 now. Surely this round should go in their way.
Yeah, Namana is now the lone defender of the B side. He's got no utility to stop any execute. And these two players, it looks like they're all going to be gambling towards A.
I think as well, it's a perfect call. Sometimes you do just need to take the gamble. Obviously, if they go towards B, all three of you can save. But I think it's the right call. There's no point being a little bit lackluster on one side of the map. Just take the risk. Tenacity going to be taking some aggression towards middle now. It's a perfect time. Namana able to find one.
That's the bomb as well. So they're going to be able to push onto this B site, but Dav, he has smoke. He's going to try to back off. If there's a lucky spam, he does survive for now. But look, the CTs are starting to push in. This is still winnable for them. They've got 2 Molotovs.
Nade. A little bit premature, a little bit early. Once again, Dav evading the bullets through the smoke. It's a 4 versus 3 now. Not an impossible round. Oh, well, look at that molly, though. Oh, there's no way Dragon's getting out of that.
And now Vlad realizes he's got to quickly help on site. They don't have any defuse kits. That's a notable point. So they've got to make this retake happen fast.
He has so much utility as well. Dragon will be able to drop this molly towards Ruins. They're going to be saving. Yeah, they're going to be saving. I think it's the right call for ZeroTenacity. Simka, though, able to find Dav through the smoke. Little added bonus, but iNation find 4.
The important round there for iNation, but ZeroTenacity, they came out of it with more players surviving. They made that look doable. That was a 5 versus 3 at one point.
ZeroTenacity, though, look at the money. Obviously, Brute Monster, Kyofo, Pinoa with a little bit in the bank. But if they lose this next round, I wonder what they're going to be doing. Obviously, they will be investing. But if they lose that one as well, iNation, they can take 6. They can build up their own money. Look at this aggression towards middle. Simka finds Dragon. That's the hard hitter. That's the AWPer getting found.
Just able to back off, fall off, regroup, re-prepare. They've still got a lot of util.
The game plan is for these B players as well. Obviously just falling off. Don't want to give up anything. Seemingly going to be going towards B, and it's the right call. There's only 2 players there, both locked into the site as well. The smoke has dropped, but if they do opt to go through it, I have a chance. Yeah, they're going to be sending it through. Perfect Molotov on towards the Coffins player. They are blind, though. Nice flash from the team. Look at this boost, though, from Kyofo. Able to find one. Doesn't find a second, though. Namana, though, will get one. Will get traded as well. And it's Dav and Vladen. 2 versus 3. No utility, though. Whereas on the side of ZeroTenacity, they couldn't have asked for any more.
What's the call here for iNation? They aren't playing too close together.
I think they've got to try and take some control, and I think Ruins is the play. Saying that, CTs have just smoked it off. They're aware of the potential Ruins crunch. Dav, they're going to be swinging out CT, able to get 1, gets the second as well. Vladen and Dav both live as well, get those kills so cleanly, and that's the 5th for iNation. I spoke about it, look what that's going to do to the money. Simka probably won't even be able to get out on M4.
It's the same duo as last game that won that 2 versus 4. They won the 2 versus 3. In fact, I think it was a 2 versus 4.
Yeah, it was a 2 versus 4, yeah.
The trade, so they do it again. Keep iNation in this game, in fact. They're only 1 round off, and they are on that T side. They've had a lot of mistakes, a lot of rounds that really probably could have went their way.
iNation, they have the ability to level this up. They can even take the half off this round. Surely ZeroTenacity are going to have to eco. Oh, look at this nade, though. Going to do a lot of damage. Dav, 46. Or 54 damage, sorry. 46 health remaining. Oh, able to get 1, though. I'll be able to take some aggression here. It's just Namana again. Solo player towards this B site.
No, he wants to stay around. He wants to see if he can make these trades even again. But it's such a risk. If he goes down, that's the B site clear. That might be another save for ZeroTenacity. And we could be seeing it very soon. Dragon pushing up. Namana playing the off angle. And Dragon gets the kill. That's the B site clear.
As you mentioned, surely this is going to be another save for ZeroTenacity. Trying to have the best possibility into the next round. But look at these players. We've got a player towards second mid here. Vladden might be able to find these players towards 8. It's just going to guarantee the round first.
Yeah, most important thing, but it will be leveled up 6-6 after 6-2 lead. This should be the 4th in a row for iNation as these remaining CTs are saving towards this pit position.
I think as well, it's nice to see. We've seen it. We saw it a lot in the nuke game, and we've seen it here. Teams saving when it's kind of necessary. You know, you're locked out of the site. You don't have the advantage, and I think it's nice that they don't go for those risky retakes really. Because sometimes you do just throw away that equipment. Obviously, they saved in the last round. They're going to be saving in this one as well. Obviously, not the last round, the round before. But
that's an important 6. All 5 players survive for iNation. They have to bolster their economy a bit. But obviously, the issue is for iNation, the fact that these ZeroTenacity players, there have been a number of rounds where they have just saved. Despite, what has it been in the last 3 rounds? 2 rounds, 3 players have saved. So it's going to be very tough to break their economy when they are constantly saving. So they're always going to have a buy. They're never really going to have a free round, iNation.
Do have the possibility for one now, though. Obviously, only 3 players with weapons, very limited utility. Namana and Kyofo just on those favoured 5-7s. But I doubt anything will be able to come through for them. iNation seem to have found their form. They're going to be taking apartments very slowly here. Dragon with the AWP. Not trying to take any chances.
No opening pick yet, but this mid setup can be so strong.
Trying to peek out towards Boiler, but Kyofo on this elevated angle will try and get a look in. Oh, Simka doing a little bit of damage there. Vladden able to find Kyofo regardless of being elevated. Oh, back turn. No! Oh, what a 180. So clean onto the head. Brute Monster though with the AWP able to find one.
And that's allowed this B-split to come through. Brute Monster's got to repeat and he's going to repeat. Oh my god, no. The timing is brutal. Skipper gets taken down as well. And look, they're going for this. Looks like they're having a look in. Peanut Ward's so fast behind, but Dragon, he's got a chance here and he gets the kill. Of course he does. And it's just Simka.
Third kill for Dragon. Third kill for Dragon in this round. Got to include teammates sometimes. But yeah, unfortunate timing, but obviously did close out the round.
Obviously, ZeroTenacity were able to go for that a bit more because they didn't fully invest into that round. They did save a bit of money. So they will be able to continue to get these buys, get one next round as well. But I'm sure Simka would love to save this weapon, be able to drop over Brute Monster and AWP.
On the other side of things, look at iNation's money after this round. Vladden's going to be, you know, absolutely flush with cash.
Yeah, we're going into these last 2 rounds of the half now. iNation, they finally take the lead. The first time since the pistol round.
I think as well, I think about that. What that's going to do for the confidence. Obviously, they were very far behind it. You know, 6-2, that's a 4-round difference. And especially when it is your map pick, you never want to be in that position. But they brought it back. And I think ZeroTenacity are going to be questioning here, you know, what do we need to change? What were we doing right at the start of this half? And how can we go back to that?
Yeah, you got to think maybe this is just iNation finally stabilizing, finally getting going into this map. And we're seeing the best of them. But they're 1 round away from winning the half on the T side, which is always a great thing. But if ZeroTenacity do close out these last 2 rounds, it's still a very, very viable CT half.
Hopefully timed Coffin's flash there. Oh, Kyofo unable to escape. Dab able to get the frag. It's a 5 versus 4 now. Slight limit of utility. Oh, Brute Monster. Is he going to get the timing? He does. We'll kill Vlad in there. And it's a 4 versus 4 now. Brute Monster making it even. All these players towards the A side. Brute Monster so mobile. They're going to be going back towards Long. Surely they're not expecting this.
If Long doesn't get smoked. Oh, but look at this. Brute Monster's gambled to rotate. It's just Simka here. Oh, but he does survive for now.
He's going to be coming in. Unable to do much damage. 4 versus 3 now. We might be seeing the boost again. Dragon, information on one player here. Able to get the kill as well so cleanly. 3 versus 3 now.
Oh, the boost.
Oh! Dav doing so much. Oh my god, the taps! Dav is just dangerous. Never a player I'm going to want to be fighting. See the gun barrel. Peanut World does have the information. We'll be able to get the kill. Player stuck towards the side. Dav in the Molotov. So cool, so calm, collected. Doesn't get the kill though. It's just Peanut World, 12 HP. Knows where the last player is. Unable to connect those. Leave Skipper on 7. And that's iNation finding 8.
Yeah, winning the half. There's something I want to talk about in that round. The kill on Vladin from Brute Monster, we saw what it did. He rotated instantly to long, smoked him, rotated off. I wonder if that's because Vladin, he's always been showing this lurk presence in apps, second, mid, those areas. So I'm assuming that they thought they might have killed the lurk. And it's going to be this big execute, so he gambled across, and it left just Simka alone. And despite, yeah, he did enough. He survived, he didn't go down, he got 1 kill and fell back. I wonder if that allowed iNation to get back into the round, get more secure, and close it out.
Did you see that run boost? Oh no, Vladin. Bringing the advantage back to the side of ZeroTenacity. Yeah, I couldn't agree. I think sometimes you do have to make those calls. And especially if you do have the correct information, I guess. Obviously they knew that Vladin is usually the lurker. Oh, Simka though, able to find 2. Gets the 3rd as well. Unable to get the 4th. Namana towards middle. Has the bomb. These players here going to be towards mid, but isn't aware of his position. Second mid, and they do close out the round.
Yeah, 8-7 in favor of iNation. They went on that 6-round streak, which gave them almost all of their rounds, really. But it's a very good start into that from ZeroTenacity, and they've got to have a good start on their T side if they want to close this map out, if they want to win this grand final in map 2.
Yeah, obviously we mentioned it in the... at the end of the first map, we see iNation so dominant on Inferno, and now they're on that favoured side. I wonder what ZeroTenacity are going to do. Obviously, if they do win the pistol, it's back level. They have the chance to take the game kind of in their hands, but we know iNation have a lot of tricks up their sleeves. I just wonder what ZeroTenacity are going to be able to do about it.
Yeah, we do have just a bit of a tech pause, so it gives us a bit more time to talk about, obviously, the first half and what to expect in this one. But I do think, in terms of iNation's CT side, we see a lot of aggression from players like Droid. Obviously, towards those B side, towards the banana position a lot of the time. You mentioned how he likes to play guns like the MAC-10 a lot more, SMGs, MP9s. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more banana aggression from him, getting him sitting in, clearing that position. And I think that will potentially push iNation over the edge. Just those 3 players towards B early, taking a lot of control and able just to leave 1 there and get more of a strength that they hold.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think ZeroTenacity, they're really going to need to try and handle the aggression that we see from iNation. I wonder whether we will be seeing a lot of those defaults from ZeroTenacity, especially after, because they've got all the demos. They've seen the aggression that iNation show on this CT side. So surely they're expecting it, but the question is to where. You sometimes see on the pistol round a lot of players going down towards middle from the side of iNation, trying to get that flank towards banana. Whether we'll see it now is the question, though.
Yeah, the pistol round as well. There's a lot you can do on the CT side pistol of Inferno. We used to see quite a lot of B stacks. That used to be sort of the common thing. Just have the 1 player jump across mid and second mid. But now we've been seeing more A holds. Have 4 players stacked over there. Have 1 play, maybe with a molly or something towards B, just to stop that initial push. But I think we'll really get to see a lot of utility has been bought from ZeroTenacity for now. And only that kit and 2 flashes on Dav.
Yeah, obviously, we saw it from the CT side on ZeroTenacity. Very limited utility, just that kit and double flash. We saw it from Namana. We see a similar buy from iNation.
Look at this. It's a very similar thing seen here from the first pistol. very passive from these teams, having a couple of players look towards Banana, maybe take it late on. But Broom wants to playing very passive in this ramp position. These two players also clearing that ramp. So they're getting a lot of control. Selling a lot of presence and making it very difficult for iNation to call where they're going to execute.
We do have the flash ready on Dav. Going to be sending in Vladen. But the question is when. Obviously Vladen not met with any contact as of yet. Or they are just going to be flashing deep Banana. Yeah, perfect. They've gathered that info now.
We have another flash as well, but they are falling back into side, playing it slightly safer as these teams retreat towards the A site in the map where 3 players lie in wait. And this setup between Pit and Grave could be everything. If they smoke off Moto, which is what they're doing, we could see Dragon isolated. He has to push through it, get on site, help his team more.
The util though from ZeroTenacity doing so much. Namana though, so blind there. Skipper towards Grave, able to get another. Just taking his time, able to get 2, but won't be able to get the 3rd. And it's Vlad and Dav. Only a flash kit remaining. Peanut World dropped down a little bit of health, but this is going to be so tough for iNation. They're going to need to try and take some control. Peanut World so clean with it. And that's the 8th round for ZeroTenacity. We mentioned the possibility of them evening it up, and this is where iNation they need to battle back here. They can't give up this next round.
Yeah, things are all leveled up here. No, oh, very late force buy coming in. I thought it was going to just be the eco. No, they are choosing to buy this. They've got a double nade on Choiven Dragon. All these players going to be using it together. That's the nades coming out. They're taking Banana.
We saw it in the last series. I believe on Vertigo, the amount... Well, Vertigo and Inferno, the amount that Dav and Choiv can do with this util. So no wonder they bought those nades.
And they've got Banana for it as well. They are gambling Dragon alone here. He does just have that 5-7. No util else to play with.
Something interesting we don't normally see is we've got Skipper on the scout. Usually you'd expect an AWPer buying that weapon, but no, Skipper confident with his ability on the scout. And I don't see why not. Sometimes you just got to make that call. Yeah, I've still left 4 players towards this A site, and for now it does seem to be the right call.
No picks gone either way. Yeah, everyone does not want to lose the instant pick. They know iNation have forced this.
Going to be going back towards B though, and right now it is just Dragon. Peanut World just going to try and have to sell the fake as much as possible. Oh, but Dav,
he's starting to rotate off. Oh, the timing! He does take him, and they're going to realize that it is this B site, but it is just Dragon here now. Just get one. Did he get anything else?
21 seconds remaining. Skipper with the scout. They've gathered the info on the player towards New Box. Now it's all on Simcoe. It's all on the lurk where he can... Ooh. Skipper not opting for the pot shots through the wall. Simcoe though so far away. Gonna need to help out his team. Expecting a possible save maybe.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing that. Or at least try to. Skipper's coming now. Simca, surely he gets... Yeah, he does. Skipper, he takes him down.
That's the 9th for ZeroTenacity. They have the chance of double digits now. Obviously, iNation will be on that eco. ZeroTenacity, you know, we've said it time and time again. ZeroTenacity could dethrone this iNation side. And now it may be their turn to be the league tyrants.
They should be looking at 10 rounds here. So once again, these 2 players with nades on the iNation side. Oh, but the nades on ZeroTenacity are much better.
Oh, Simca, what a spray control. Skipper only able to find 1. He's in the 1 versus 4 now. I'm not expecting anything else.
1 kill more. That's all you could really hope for.
Look how many bullets have been peppered into that wall. Eventually, Skipper gets taken down. We will be seeing the full buy coming in from iNation. Surely we might see Dragon on the AWP here, contemplating whether it's worth the risk. 100%. Takes the AWP over utility any day.
He does get out, and obviously ZeroTenacity, they've They've got a nice bit of money in the bank. They're on double digits now. First team to hit it. If they win this round, it can be a matter of rounds of taking this. And Dragon, that's a good way to do it. Take the AWPer down.
Joffo. A little bit of chip damage from the grenade there. Might see some return fire though. Oh, the util so strong on the side of iNation. Do have that man advantage though. ZeroTenacity. I think it'd be perfect flash. Vladen able to get one back. That's Dav and Vladen partnering up. We've seen it in the Nuke game in the 2v4. We've seen it here in the 2v4. These two are a pairing that you really don't want to mess with.
And they like sending that third player towards A now. Will they get there in time? This A execute looks imminent.
Swapping the AWP onto Namana. Me lurking towards this B site for now. Does have the bomb on his back. I'm going to try and take some control towards A here. ZeroTenacity, they're not met with any contact yet. Molotov will come down to delay any pushes, but it seems as though ZeroTenacity are going to be going towards this A site. 37 seconds remaining. We've already got this wrap from Library as well. Brute Monster in such a good position. Flash going to be coming out towards the A site. Oh, Vladen able to get one. Surely they have to be worried about this player towards Moto as well. Brute Monster finds a kill. Just a player towards site. That's Skipper. It's a 2 versus 3 now. They find Shoiv as well. And it's just Dav. Doesn't want to give up this 11th round. Is going to be going for it. Looks so strong in this series.
That. So dangerous. Such a good take there from ZeroTenacity. They played it so slow. Similar to what we saw on iNation on T side on Nuke, just really using that clock to the advantage. Making iNation question, double question.
ZeroTenacity though, they find 11. Only 5 rounds off taking the victory here, taking that second map and taking the series.
Now, if he does get away with that AWP, able to drop down to Dragon, but surely minimal investment will be put around it. Do get the MP9 out on Troy, potentially just some Deagles and other players, 5-7s. iNation, they've got to change something up here.
Yeah, ZeroTenacity in the position to run away with it now. Need to utilize Dragon here. We saw it in the last round, unable to get anything towards his banana position. He's got another hit at it though. Oh, and he's able to take down the mana. That's man advantage for iNation, but the utility going to be doing a lot of damage. Forcing Dragon back. I've opted to smoke it though.
No damage gets traded there, but iNation, they really need to close out this round. Dragon, he's rotated back to A, and that looks like where the hit's coming through. It's only Dav towards this B site now. 4 players close. This could be dangerous. This could be where they're going into the stack.
Yeah, iNation, they do have the chance here. Oh, Kyofo able to take down Skipper. Only just evading his teammate. Vladen pushing through the smoke, able to find one, but Brute Monster gets the trade. These 2 players towards short, though. He's going to be pushing through. Oh. Flash coming out. Dragon able to find the player towards apartments. Peanut World in the 1 versus 2 now. He's going to be sending out the flash, but the bombs towards apartments. He's going to need to go on a retrieval mission here. Going to be going back towards Boiler. The right call.
It's taking so long here. Dragon, top of the boxes. Such a strong position.
Oh, and he closes it out. Dragon with 3. We spoke about how he needed to utilize the AWP in this round to keep his team in the game, and he has. iNation find 9. And the money on ZeroTenacity. Obviously, we'll be able to buy this round, but going into the next one, haven't got the funds to back it. So if iNation take this, they could find 11 themselves, and we're back to an even scoreboard.
The money's so split, but they are able to get a buy, juggle weapons across. Drop over teammates, but they do the buy. Both teams' money's looking very weak now. All it takes is 1 round, and they'll be reset.
Ooh, the bomb's out in the open there. These two players towards apartments. Flash will come in as well. It seems as though they're going to try and take some control towards A. Brute Monster, though, just very passive towards that B site. Or towards Banana. Look at this aggression short as well. Dragon trying to find the pick towards A.
Yeah, very little Banana control from either team, actually.
You know, both of these AWPers... Both of the teams, sorry, so worried about the AWPers. Don't want to be peeking in. Don't want to be losing your life here. There's 50 seconds remaining, Charlie, and all 10 players in the lobby still alive. Gonna be sending it out, though. Oh, Dragon able to get one. Stays alive for the time being. Will get taken down by Kyofo, though. Oh, and they're gonna be sending it back towards the B site. Just gonna be executing A. They've only got 36 seconds remaining, though. Flashes will come over. Oh, and the Molotov in pit. He's completely alone. Oh, does get found. That's Choiv getting taken down. Oh, Simka gets a second. That's Skipper. Yeah, they're going to have to save now. ZeroTenacity. They find 12. We spoke about how iNation had the possibility to find 11. ZeroTenacity now looking so dangerous. Only 4 rounds away from that.
iNation, their saving grace is that they can buy in the next round. Obviously, Dragon, they are on that 3 loss bonus, so they got a bit of money that they're going to get back. Dragon can get himself an AWP. Dav can drop over an M4. It looks like it'll probably only be 1 player, slightly limited. In fact, I think Vladen can drop over an M4 as well at the cost of some utility. So they can get a buy into this, but this will be the 11th for ZeroTenacity. 4 rounds off from becoming the grand final, from winning the grand finals, becoming the champions.
Absolutely crazy stuff. ZeroTenacity put up a fight that I don't think many were expecting. Obviously, iNation, they've looked so dominant in you know, this whole playoffs, and especially on a map like Inferno, a map that they rarely get bested on. ZeroTenacity are putting up numbers. It's what iNation can do to silence them now.
They're taking Banana. We've seen very little contention there from ZeroTenacity. So this is something that iNation believe they can exploit, but a great nade onto Vladen. He's going to be the solo player, and he's taken down low, but Choiv and Dragon combined, and I say that as Kyofo combined to take them both down.
Yeah, we've seen it in the last round from Simka. We saw it from Kyofo there. Just doing heroics from apartments. Peanut World and Brute Monster find the 2 players towards the site. It's a 1 versus 2 now. Vladen doesn't want to give up that 13th. And him saving's not going to keep them alive in the next round either. So I think he might be going for this, Charlie.
If iNation lose this, this will force the half buy. This will give ZeroTenacity 14. Vladen's got so much weight on his shoulder, and it looks like he gets the timing. He's out of the long smoke, but his back's turned. Peanut World, he takes the kill, and that's 13 for ZeroTenacity.
So close now for them. Only 3 rounds left, potentially. ZeroTenacity, though, they look so strong on this T side. They've won 6 out of the last 7 rounds. On the unfavored side as well.
Yeah, iNation, you've got to think. We mentioned so many times previously that Kyofo loves using his paws. In fact, the whole iNation team, they use it really well. I feel like this is something they're lacking. They need to discuss with their coach what's going wrong. How can they fix it?
Chip damage onto Brute Monster. But yeah, I couldn't agree more. We haven't really seen that this game. And maybe that's the downfall. We haven't seen this kind of... We haven't seen the changes that iNation usually have. We normally see a pause and you know, they start winning rounds. They get 3-4 rounds in a row, but we haven't seen that yet from iNation. And surely there's not much time left for them to do it. This double porch setup, though, will be so dangerous. Yeah, Dragon able to take down the AWPer. That's the opening pick for the side of iNation.
And they've really been lacking in these last few rounds. Finally got that advantage, though.
They can be wrapping long. That could be the play here. Obviously, short is currently smoked. We do have Namana, though, trying to take some control here. And Dragon has pushed into the site. These A players are going to get completely crunched on now. Taking aggression towards short, though, and it's the perfect time to do it. The exec's going to be coming in. Oh, going into Boiler.
Where though? Skipper, Peanut World could be caught out. In fact, Kyofo does. That's the bomb as well. Peanut World with a quick trade. It's 3 versus 3.
The bomb's still in apartments though, Charlie. We'll be able to get it. The Molotov onto site. Could be make or break here. Yeah, the Molly's mid-site. Still going to be able to plant towards default. Simka gets the kill. Oh, and Peanut gets the trade onto Vlad. And that's 14 for ZeroTenacity. 2 rounds away now, Charlie. And as you mentioned, they're going to just have to half by here. ZeroTenacity, they can find 15.
Still no pause for iNation. It's going to be this half by. It's going to be these pistols, the scout. To stop ZeroTenacity getting match point.
A bit of blockage there going in towards second mid. As you mentioned, they've got very limited weaponry. Obviously playing for that final round. Not to say they're out of it here. We have seen heroics from pistols in previous games and in the first map.
Yeah, I mean, not a single player above 20 kills for ZeroTenacity. For iNation, sorry. ZeroTenacity have 3 of them.
A player as well that we usually see completely on fire on this map is Choiv, whereas he's not had the best game so far. And that's where maybe those changes in roles could really be taking a toll for iNation. Oh, Namana finding Skipper there.
Let's see what this does to iNation now. They've got the man disadvantage. They've got these pistols. Will we see some aggression somewhere? They're falling back towards B. That's where Dav is alone. He's just used his smoke.
Just a deagle as well. Gonna be near impossible round for him. There's gonna be 4 players pushing the site. And he's completely alone. The exec's going to be coming in, but Simka, look how deep he is. Going to be trying to find these players towards A. Able to find one. Doesn't find the second. Does get the info that there's 2 players there, though. And it's just Dav. Oh, okay. It's a 3 versus 3 now, Charlie. They do have every opportunity to bring it back now, but they don't have a kit, and that's going to be their biggest problem. And the boost is going to be coming in towards CT. Peanut World. Info on both these players now. They know there's 2 players towards new box position. Oh, Vladen able to get 1. Just going to be pulling the nade out. Fair bit of damage there. Brumon's able to find the kill on the banana player, but he's going to get swarmed. Kyofo able to find 1 hit. But it's Vladen.
Yeah, left alone in the clutch as well. Full blind. There's no time. The round is over. He does get the kill, but can he say, yeah, he would be able to save the AK as well, but that's round done. That's match point. ZeroTenacity 1 round away from dethroning the champions.
Looking so strong in this game as well. ZeroTenacity don't seem to be putting a foot wrong. Every single call, every single play they've been making has been working out perfectly. And even keeping Simka towards that A site there, was able to get a kill and got the info on the other 2 players. They knew that the B site was fully clear. Oh, look at that nade though. Oh, Vladen able to find Namano. That's the opening pick there. They can't give up another though. They need to win this round. They need to win it cleanly.
Surely this can't be it. iNation falling at the last hurdle after such a strong season.
ZeroTenacity though, seemingly going to be going towards A. Dragon able to find a kill. It's a 3 versus 3 on the bomb site. Information on one of the players towards Pit. Wonder what the play is here though.
It's going to need to be a miracle for ZeroTenacity to close the round here, and Kyofo, he could be that miracle. Skipper gets 1 back. Kyofo with another.
To 2 versus 3 now. Look how deep Dragon is though with the AWP. Going to be wrapping towards short. The Molotov will drop though. It's Dragon, Choiv and Vladen in this 3 versus 2 now. Dragon's going to be going towards apartments. Is the right play, but we do have Peanut World holding the angle. Smoke will land. iNation, they really...
Still on iNation. They're throwing it. They're releasing onto the site. This is the last attack. The last retake potentially of the game. Peanut Ward gets 2, and it's just Vladden.
Kids in apartments. The round's done. That's over. ZeroTenacity take it. They find the 16th there, Charlie. What an amazing matchup. What an amazing series. But ZeroTenacity, they win it 2-0. And that's, you know, unsuspecting there, especially on iNation, one of their strongest maps. But ZeroTenacity, they looked impeccable there. Obviously, all the players from ZeroTenacity stepping up beyond belief. Someone I'd love to mention, Peanut World, playing absolutely amazingly on Inferno. We've seen time and time again Peanut World doing so much on this map, especially in the last couple games. But just stepping up here, 26 and 12, seemed unbeatable. But you know, what are your thoughts after that matchup?
Yeah, that's it. ZeroTenacity, they've somehow overcome every challenge they faced, and they're now the SCL Season 2 winners. I think that surprised everyone. They've had a couple of upsets that they've caused throughout this whole event, and I think that game specifically, I think every map they played, I think I was probably slightly favouring iNation, but what ZeroTenacity showed, they showed that they still hold their own against these top teams in the league, and I think they really deserve to win that final. iNation, they just couldn't seem to get it going on Inferno. They were too slow on their CT side. They finished winning the T side, of course, but it seemed like that CT side just wasn't there today.
Yeah, I think as well, ZeroTenacity, you know, they put up such a good fight on that T side. Only 10 rounds played, winning 9 of them. Just goes to show how dominant they are on that T side. And I think that could be the difference between these two teams. Obviously, iNation, they've got their set structure, they've got their set roles, but maybe the switch of their roles made it really difficult for that kind of in-game leader to make those mid-round gambles on that CT side, and it allowed ZeroTenacity to kind of play their own game, and obviously they had insight into what iNation were playing, seeing from past games. You know, they knew Inferno was going to be one of the maps played, so they probably prepped a lot for this matchup, but you know, you can see it clearly worked out for them. ZeroTenacity, the victors of the Season 2 Grand Finals. They're going to be ecstatic, obviously going into the Masters League next season, but they've done it. They've got a little bit of a break now, Charlie. They can relax, kick their feet up, and celebrate, you could say. But yeah, what a crazy game.
Yeah, I mean, I think you really did strike the nail on the head there with what you said about that change, that mid-season roster change. You could obviously say that they weren't as prepared, a lot of difficulties coming into that, but I do think obviously that's taken a bit away from ZeroTenacity, but I do think there is some truth behind it. Obviously PTK, I mean, we saw PTK leave the roster for Dav, and he's only just been a permanent player in 2 games, and they weren't as potentially clean as we're normally used to for iNation, and I wonder if that is just the initial difficulties that we do see from that team making the roster changes. But ZeroTenacity, the way that they played, their mental fortitude to come back in some parts, to win rounds that they probably should never have won. But even that last round there, it was a 5 versus 3. Peanut Ward and Kyofo combining to make history, really, closing out this season in an absolute bang.
Yeah, just a great match. Obviously, loads of players on the side of ZeroTenacity stepping up. Obviously, in the first match, we saw Peanut World. Oh no, in the first match we saw Broom Monster and Kyofo and Namana. They were stepping up. I remember that 2v4 clutch they had, where it was a little bit of miscommunication towards main Namana, able to swing out heaven, get those 2 kills. Whereas in the second game, that's where Peanut and Broom Monster were able to step up. But yeah, what a crazy game. Obviously, they're going to be so happy with that result. But yeah, what a great matchup between these two teams. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, it was an interesting one. Obviously, we saw Inferno. We were not maybe expecting ZeroTenacity to take it, but they've done it. They've done it really, really well. And yeah, obviously, guys, you know the SCL we're going to be on a little bit of a break until the next season, starting February 16th, I believe.
I think it officially starts on the 11th, but I believe that the Masters will be kicking off on the 16th. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. So obviously, there's a little bit of a break until February the 11th, but you know, make sure that if you guys want to get all that SCL information, all that SCL content, you guys follow them on Twitter. You follow the stream as well, so you guys are notified the second any of the games are being played. But you know, I hope you guys enjoyed that matchup, and we'll see you guys very soon.